Hello and welcome to my speech. My name is Mark Michaelick, and today I'm showing you why SpongeBob SquarePants is the greatest cartoon of all time. I'm sure all of you are aware of this legendary show, but just in case you're not, this show is about a town called Bikini Bottom and its inhabitants, which include a talking sponge named SpongeBob SquarePants. The show first aired in May of 1999 and since has remained in the mainstream, with multiple generations growing up with the show that still airs with new episodes here in 2020. Being able to remain on the air for so long is a testament to the show, and while most shows would have ended by the fifth season or so, this cartoon is among the most legendary and easily recognizable ever. Hopefully, this will be enough to convince you of that. SpongeBob is immensely popular, but popularity alone is not a great way to judge the content of the show. There is something for everyone in the show. When I used to watch it nonstop as a kid, I remember seeing even my parents laughing at some of the jokes. I remember playing each of the games nonstop, and the first one I used to play with my mom. While most cartoons target a very specific demographic, like for example South Park, which is a great cartoon, but it is targeted for young adults. And though there are the shows such as Blue's Clues, which are targeted for very young children. So SpongeBob, however, targets a younger demographic, but is still entertaining for everyone. If I watch SpongeBob now, it's entertaining to see the jokes or even overarching things or moral lessons that I couldn't understand as a kid. And not every show has that, which makes SpongeBob better. SpongeBob is for everyone, and that's what part of what makes it special. SpongeBob is a beloved. SpongeBob is very beloved among the younger generations, so much so that it's hard not to see a popular phrase, joke, and/or reference. It's everywhere. It's referenced in music, movies, online, because everyone has watched it, and everyone loves it. It's even referenced in one of the biggest movies of all time, Infinity War.
I'm sorry, today, you better pack it up and get out of here.
Stonekeeper, does this chattering animal speak for you?
Certainly not. I speak for myself. You're trespassing in this city and on this planet.
Please get lost, Squidward.
He exhausts me. Bring me the step.
In 2004, SpongeBob got a movie called The SpongeBob SquarePants Movie. This movie is legendary, and yet got another one 2 years ago called Sponge Out of Water, and has another one on the way in 2020. When a show can have a movie that is as great as a show and that can branch out with content that's not just a money grab but is special, the show is that much better. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom was a video game that released and is getting a remaster this year. Another video game was made off the original movie as well. But Bikini Bottom, Battle for Bikini Bottom is such a good video game that it's getting remastered and it'll have a big player base even now in 2020. SpongeBob is more than just a show, or a show that got big and had empty crash grabs. All these pieces of entertainment are great and are for everyone. And while other great shows have had games or movies based off the cartoons, SpongeBob's movies and games are great and memorable in their own right. Not many cartoons have this. Yet another reason why SpongeBob is superior. Overall, SpongeBob is a great show that has expanded to more than just a show. One that had great content not just outside the show. The show entertains everyone and is referenced and celebrated everywhere. SpongeBob even has numerous memes, such as SpongeGar and the infamous Patrick War, which has merchandise of its own. But a show that's versatile, funny, teaches good moral lessons, also that's lasted 20 years and is part of millions of people's and multiple generations' childhood, is a great one, maybe even the best one. Hopefully everything I presented for you today was enough to convince you that SpongeBob is one of, if not the greatest cartoons of all time.